radio station, intellectualradio.com. Intellectualradio.com, and we welcome you. I am your host, Miss Darci'D. I broadcast live every Tuesday and Thursday starting at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. My goal today is to inform, educate, entertain, and hopefully inspire. So please do me a favor and please share the broadcast. Please share the broadcast. Today, we have an amazing powerhouse, and I have been waiting to interview her and let you hear her story. So I'm so excited that she is here today. You know, we are quarantined for COVID-19, so we're streaming live. Today's show is sponsored by no other than Krispy Kreme. Their mission is to make the most awesome donuts on the planet every single day. And I think they've done that. On my way in today, I was going to stop and get some, but the line was around the mall. So they have several locations, hopefully one near you. You can visit their website at krispykreme.com. They're at 110 South Manheim Road in Hillside. They have 17815 South Hostel Street in Homewood, 9150 Southwestern Avenue in Evergreen Park, and Block 37, which is at 108 North State Street. Today, I am so excited to have this amazing guest here with us today. Hopefully her story will inspire some of us. So please, I know it will. So please share the broadcast. Today, I'm going to give you the phrase that pays for your chance to win a Walmart gift card. The phrase that pays, you want to call in. I'm going to tell you when to call in for the phrase that pays. You do have to say it verbatim, word from word. Your life skills is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring. Again, your life skill is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring. I will give you the number to call, and you will have a few minutes to call in. If today is your birthday, happy birthday to you. Because it's your birthday on this very special day, be sure to celebrate it in every special way. Because it's your birthday, be sure to wish upon a star and thank all of us who know how wonderful you are. Happy birthday from Making Waves with Miss Darcy and crew. And we have a couple of bills to pay, and then we're going to come back with our Powerhouse Chicago native. Stay tuned. You're tuned in to intellectualradio.com, which is an iHeart radio station. Share the broadcast. We'll be back in a second.
Hi, my name is Tina Olivia Payne. Listen to Making Waves with Miss Darcy on IR and iHeart radio station. Tuesday and Thursday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. We love you, Miss Darcy.
Hey, this is Lenny Williams, and I enjoy listening to intellectualradio.com and Making Waves with Miss Darcy.
Are bill collectors calling you? Are you afraid to answer the phone? Afraid of lawsuits, garnishments, losing your apartment, house, or car? Then call us for your debt relief options. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Chapter 7 or 13 can relieve the debt pressure. Call us now for a free phone mini consultation or log on to infotapes.com. We're the law firm you trust to get you out of debt. 1-800-401-4010.
It's a new year and the first anniversary of our revolutionary acne treatment. To celebrate, we have an amazing new offer for you. Order Proactive Plus, and for a special limited time, you'll pay just $19.95. Imagine yourself with skin so clear and beautiful, you feel confident to go after all the things you want. Make it happen today with Proactive Plus.
That's a huge difference. Look at that. Proactive Plus makes me feel amazingly beautiful.
Proactive Plus is dermatologist developed to help seek out and fix problem areas on your skin. And it's proven to work 4 times faster than the leading prescription.
This product is doing it. I started seeing results with Proactive Plus within the first week.
Now's the best time ever to order because we're offering extra savings to first-time customers. Call 1-800-773-5681 to get our 3-step system plus free gifts and free shipping. All just $19.95.
I use Dr. Plus every day. Like, I literally use this stuff.
Welcome back. My name is Darci'D, and I am the host of Making Waves with Miss Darcy. And I have a Powerhouse Chicago native. Please introduce yourself to us today.
Hi, I'm so glad to be here and on the show with you today, Darcy. I am Sheila Agnew McCoy. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, but I'm a native of Chicago, and I'm a certified personal trainer, senior fitness specialist, and I help people with their journey to fitness. Specifically, my age group ranges from 50 and above, but I will help anyone that needs help with their fitness on their journey because it's all about how we look and how we feel.
Sheila, why fitness? Why did you decide to go into fitness? What was it about fitness that inspired you?
Well, I tell you, I've been an advocate of health and fitness all of my adult life. And when I earlier, some years ago, maybe 30 plus years ago, I had a physical challenge. And I decided at that point that I wanted to live a healthy life. And it wasn't just about my life at that point, it was about how I would live as I grew older. So I started doing things for myself, eating different, vegetarian at that time, uh, riding my bike, and just went to a personal trainer myself to learn how to do to train better, to train when I went out of town without anyone helping me. So it just was a part of my life for so long. And I'll tell you the story really recently, about 5 years ago, I was in a gym working out, and it occurred to me that there was a gap in the training for older adults. And I was encouraged by one of the other trainers there to, he said, well, you know what, you could be a personal trainer. I said, me? He said, yeah, you have the skills and everything. And I thought about it and I said, you know what, it does fit into my lifestyle. So 5 years ago, in my 60s, I became a certified personal trainer. So it really fit in what I did, what I was doing in my life anyway. And I'm no stranger to reinventing myself because I've reinvented myself in my professional and business life forever. So it just happened. That's where I believe God wants me to be. And I've helped many people on their path to fitness.
And I've been following you for years. I think you do amazing work. I like your motivation, your inspiration when you're teaching, when you're training, and it's not just doing it, it's coming from within. And it shows. It really shows that you sincerely care about other individuals when it comes to their fitness and their health. Because the slogan is your health is nothing. You can be wealthy, but if you don't have your health, it means absolutely nothing.
Right.
Now, growing up, did you have like a favorite hobby? Is something that you like to do growing up? What was your hobby? What was your where you go to and just relax? What was that for you?
Well, growing up, well, first of all, people laugh because one of my clients asked me a couple of weeks ago. She said, were you into fitness when you were in high school? I'm like, girl, the only fit I got was going down there by that gym where the basketball players were. So
Right.
it really didn't come to me, at an early age like that. But the thing that relaxed me so much growing up was going down in the basement on Saturdays with my mom and my sisters to soul train. We just danced for about 2 hours. And that was just something that just stuck with me. And it was just so much fun. And it was things you did as a family. And dancing still relaxes me. I still love to dance.
I do too. I used to get the albums and play the albums and the 45s, and I still have some albums with the covers. Hopefully
Right.
they'll be worth something one day. But yeah, that was like my go-to. Get up on Saturday mornings and clean the house before we could hit the street and go out and hang out with our friends. And we would put music on and we'd be in the house with rags, cleaning, mopping, and everybody had a music on. And like you said, Soul Train was the show to tune into to learn the newest dances and everything. So going through all of this, you went to school, you got your certification, you have amazing achievements and accomplishments. Did you have any struggles along the way? And how, if you did, what were they and how did you overcome them?
Struggles in terms of my personal training or my business or what? Because
Personal training as far as the mindset with the business and with the training, because it kind of goes hand in hand somewhat.
It absolutely goes hand in hand. And that's what I was going to say. Prior to that, I actually mentored and coached mostly women on self-development through my workshops, my books, some of the things that like I said, I was doing in life already. But I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. I own my own business in event decorating and event planning that I started in Chicago about 1985, really. And so all of that stuff, all of those things, rather not stuff, but all those things kind of added up. But with the actual personal training, I really didn't have a struggle. It just came so natural to me because I had been involved with health and fitness, and I've written books, and then I've done workshops and seminars, and because it was on my radar anyway, it just kind of came natural. As when the young man said, "Why don't you do it?" It only took me a day to go home and research it, and then I registered for the class because I said, "Yeah." But I was so happy that I transitioned into that in a later part of my life because it's more important that as we age, that we know the importance. Just like now with coronavirus, they're talking about a vaccine. But people are not talking as much about what you really should be doing in addition to that, if you choose to have the vaccine, is being healthy. So if you're healthy, that helps you with any disease that you might have, but particularly with the coronavirus. So we need to be focused on staying healthy as well.
I was just talking to our creative director here at the studio, Wanda B. She has a show, He Said, She Said, about building relationships on Sundays from 2 to 4. And I was saying that even though they have the vaccine and they talking about all the COVID-19, we as individuals, I thought as you get older, you would have to do less. But I'm learning, Sheila, that as you get older, and from watching you and your shows and your podcast, that you have to do more. And so I'm making sure I take my vitamins. I'm taking sea moss. I'm doing the black seed oil. So, all of these things, and my doctor the last couple of weeks is telling me I just had a mammogram. I had a colonoscopy. I'm making sure that I'm okay from head to toe. Even though I suffer from migraines, I'm trying to find holistic ways and things to do to build my immune system and my metabolism. Because there are individuals who are getting the virus, and some of them are okay and some of them are not. After the virus, they're having, additional symptoms.
Yes.
But I think it all goes back to being healthy. And my doctor said, everything, it looks good. Everything, your tests are back good. What I want you to do is I want you to exercise 30 minutes a day. And he said, I don't care if it's 15, 15, 10, 10, 10. But as you get older, you have to exercise. And the first person came to my mind was you. Because watching you.
I'm so glad you said that, because people need to understand that you have to have balance in your life. And they talk about self-care now. And it's funny how they come up with names to the things that we already knew already, but it's self-care now. But that really is finding balance in your life. And not only finding it, but you have to be active. You have to activate it. So those are things that we have to do. You can't say that we get a certain age and we stop doing this, or it doesn't matter or anything. When you get older, you need to do more because you're more susceptible to different diseases and different problems and everything. So when I was younger, I used to think about, when I got into my health and fitness journey, I used to think about what I wanted to be, or what I wanted to feel like, and what I wanted to be as I grew older. And it's just a note for some of the younger people who may be watching. The present is great. You might want to lift 200 pounds or whatever. But what you want to focus on is your divineness, your divine beauty, something that you're going to have to lean on. And vitamins, all of those exercise. I don't care if you sit in a chair, if you're in a wheelchair, you can sit in a chair and do something. So all of those things are important, not just for longevity. We do want to live long, but we also want to live a quality of life. We want to feel good. When we go to the doctor, my clients, when they come to me, some of them may not lose a lot of weight, and that's not always everyone's goal. But I'm happy when they come back and tell me they went to the doctor and they either reduced some of the medicine that they have or they took them off the medicine. And that's what we want to focus on, to have a quality of life. And
Right, because I look at my dad. I look at my dad and he has like a whole table full of medicine. You know, he has diabetes, high blood pressure, and all limbs. And so I'm working hard not to have those traits. Right. You know, I know dementia is going on. You have Alzheimer's. And so I'm working on, you know, doing games, puzzles to keep my mind stimulated and the exercising. And when he said the exercise, and the first, like I said, the first person I thought of was you, because you inspired me to go get the hula hoop with the weight in it. You inspired me to get the jump rope with the weight in it. I got the little, I forgot what you call the little stretch things that you put on. That the only thing I haven't resistance, right? And I haven't used those yet, but I do have them. And I got the mat. I got my weights. The only thing that I didn't get was the ball, because I watch you exercise and do different things with the ball. But what I'm learning is that when I do it, Sheila, I feel so good. It's a different feeling when I do it. So I started, I stopped. I did it for a month, then I stopped. Then I did it for 2 weeks and I stopped. So December 1st was my start back. So I started back. I didn't do it yesterday because I woke up with a migraine yesterday, but I'm okay. But I didn't do it yesterday. And my goal is to do it twice a day, the hula hooping. So I started out with 2 minutes and now I'm at 5. So it's just little things. And I used to do this as a kid and loved it. Sure. But it's exercise. I was watching TV. And like I said, I thought about you. So what are some of the, when you're doing fitness and you're working with individuals, do they have any concerns or saying, oh, I can't do this every day? Because I know exercising requires dedication, even if it's just walking in your driveway, up and down your steps. What motivation do you offer to your customers or your clients to instill to them the importance of exercising every single day?
Well, first of all, I have a step-by-step process, because sometimes you come into it and you have these high expectations, and then they start getting lower when it becomes harder for you to do them. So I try to take them smaller steps and move them up. But yeah, well, first of all, let me tell you too, I'm also have some specialties. I'm a corrective exercise specialist rather. So that means that if someone has imbalances or injuries or whatever, I could work with them on trying to recover from those. So I do get people who have that, but who have that, well, I don't want to do it today, or I'm not feeling it or whatever. But part of what I do is I inspire you, because I'm not going to let you, if you're working with me, I'm not going to let you get into that mode, because I tell people, if you're exercising and you're not having fun, then you're doing the wrong exercise, because it's really supposed to be enjoyable. Like when you were a kid and you were like jumping rope or hula hooping and everything, hopscotch, all of those was fun, right? Well, you were exercising and didn't realize you were exercising. But exercise is supposed to be fun. So if you're not enjoying it, then you're doing the wrong exercise. So hula hooping is fun, and you could, do it. And I know that everyone can't do it. I always tell people, if they have certain degenerative discs and all that, that's not something that I would do it. But what I did is I took the lighter weight exercises and I started coming up with exercises for my people who can't do that heavy one and who can't even do the round. I used the hula hoop to actually, for one of my fitness, which I'll share with you, a little later coming up when I transition some of my online things. So but it should be. I motivate and inspire people, which is part of my program. I couldn't do it if I didn't motivate and inspire people. So my clients come and they're ready to come. You know, they feel disappointed if I'm not going to be there, because we're going to talk, we're going to work out, we're going to have some fun, and we're going to have results, which is the most important thing.
Right. And I agree, because I've taken a couple of classes and it just didn't feel like it was a good fit. Because I like to have fun. I want, like you say, exercising should be enjoyable. And so you have to find what works for you. And what I like is that no matter when I would tune in to whatever you had on Instagram or on your 50 plus or on your website, it was inspiring. And it made me just stop and go and do it, and that's what the inspiration prompted me to go and get the hula hoop and the jump rope and all the different little things, little by little, to help me be able to exercise. And who knew that COVID was going to happen? And so now I have everything I need in my house,
in your house to do it
safely.
And that's one of the reasons why I'm transitioning a lot of things to online. Because clients are not ready to come back into the gym. And I don't want people to be inactive. I want them to stay active and so that they can be healthy. So I'm transitioning to the group, as a matter of fact, to lifestyle fitness for active adults. So it will be totally focused on health and fitness, and not just health and fitness, but health and fitness, and includes nutrition as well, because that's a large part. I know you were talking about your dad with diabetes and hypertension. But some of these diseases, particularly, and I'm not a physician, but particularly diabetes, are things that are reversible.
It's your
So
diet.
it's all about food. People talk about the core. How can I lose my core? Well, you got to stop eating the kind of foods that go down to your core, and which are high fatty foods and sugars and starches and things of that sort. So food has a lot to do with our health, and will be focusing a lot more on nutrition and the type of foods, because you can eat well and enjoy your food as well.
That's what I was just going to say, because I'm in nutrition. I don't graduate until next year. So I'm focusing on nutrition because of my weight loss water. That's what made me go into nutrition. And it's so much I learned about the human body and how it works. So you can still have potato chips. You can still have ice cream. But everything that you have has to be in moderation. We were taught, Sheila, and I don't know if you can relate. I know when I was a kid, I would sit down at the kitchen table, because I love my food hot. I like to see the smoke coming up out of it. And I would be the first one to the table and the last one to leave, because I didn't like vegetables. And my mother would give me so much food. And she said, don't leave this table until you finish everything on your plate. Now, my palate may not have been as the same size as my siblings, but I might have been full without eating everything on my plate. And back then, my parents would say, oh, it's people over in Africa dying and they don't have food to eat, so you gonna eat everything on your plate. And as a kid, that stuck with me till I would be the first one. And finally, when I just was full, they would finally let me leave the table. But even in my teenage years, my adult years, I would still be, no matter where I was, I would eat everything and be like stuffed and know I'm full. And I had to teach myself that it's okay to not finish everything on your plate. Put a paper towel or some foil over and go back to it in a couple of hours. How do you feel about that? Do you agree with that or no?
Well, here's what I think. I think that we have a lot of different types of diets. People are doing keto, and you have vegan and vegetarian, and you have what do they call intermittent, and all of those things. Well, when you think about it, and I'm not specifically talking about vegan or vegetarian or anything, but I'm talking about some of the diets. When you think about it, you eat intermittently anyway. So it's a mind thing. So you get people to think that they're doing something, that you get people to think that they're doing something without with these names, And then they'll start doing it, and then they start losing weight. But my concept is, listen, I'm a breakfast, lunch, and dinner person, maybe some snacks in between. And I might start at I might stop at 7:30. So that's my concept. Okay. And I think that you reduce your plate, make a smaller portions, and then you include more vegetables and less sugar. And that's the best weight loss that you can have, because what you're doing is you're eating foods that you pretty much already eat anyway, you know, and but you're cutting down on the portions, but you're increasing you increase your green, reduce your sugar, and you will see pounds dropping off. And I don't, I'm not one that subscribes to going through all these different kind of changes or whatever. But if it works for you, then do it, because what you eat is a part. And the fact, like you said, you thought that you had to eat everything on your plate. So what you eat really just kind of goes uh, to your mind.
And
What you
every year there's a diet fad. There's some type of fad diet
right.
where every year, there's some type of diet and people do it and they lose the weight. But my thing is, I don't want to just lose the weight then and then gain it back.
Because
Lose the weight in 90 days and then
you stop
then you go back to your regular eating and then it comes
right.
back. So that's what made me take the nutrition class.
Right.
Because I hear people say I lose the weight and then it comes back, because you go back to what you were originally doing. So this is where dedication comes in. This is where discipline comes in. So you can't have one without the other. And that's what I'm like. It all starts up here in our mindset.
And that's why I don't tell people to do. I mean, if they do it and it works for them and all that, I think that's fine. But I'm saying that once you get through with all of those things, then you still tend to go back. The average person, not everyone, tends to go back. Just like vegan has become real popular, and I mostly eat vegan. I truly do, and I cook meals like that. But here's the thing: the problem with that movie came out and all of that, the documentary rather. The problem with that is that people, once they get past salads, they don't eat anything else because they're stuck. And in order to really have a true vegan lifestyle, you actually need to research and find out what foods are good, what you could cook, learn how to do your recipes. It's like learning how to cook all over again. So if
it
you
is.
so that's why a lot of people fail at being a vegan, because they really haven't put that energy into really how do I become, read books, look at documentaries or whatever. And I really don't say look at the documentary that's really gross, that grosses you out. Just look at the ones that are teaching you how to really live that lifestyle, as opposed to trying to tell everybody what to eat and what not to eat and all that. And you're this because you're a vegan. If you want to be a vegan and show people by your actions.
I agree. I don't know what happened to my face, but I agree. So my question to you is, I know you're an author. Tell us about your books and what made you come up with the title for the books. Can you hear me, Sheila?
Okay. I'm back. I can't hear you.
Tell me about, I know you're an accomplished author. Share with us the name of your book. You can't hear me?
No.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
It's still a little buffering.
Is it? Okay, tell us about your new books. I know you have 2 books and you're an author. Share with us the books, what they're about, and how you came up with the name of the title for the books.
Okay. My books, one thing, let me just explain, they are not new, but
okay.
I started writing in 2007, and I wrote my first book called All About the Vets, a sharing of life experiences for women of honor. And that's in essence of having long life experiences. And I wrote the book because I was inspired by a program that I produced in Ohio called Spirited Sisters Expo for women of color. And it was so many women that inspired me. And I wrote the book as an inspiration for women over 40. And my second book was 2013. And I wrote that for everyone. It's called Dear Blank, Are You Missing Your Calling? And if you're missing your calling, the blank, you need to fill in your name, because it's about calling and purpose in life. So those are the books. They're on Amazon, on Kindle. And if you're on Kindle, you can, for a small fee, you can download it and be inspired and motivated. So about every 7 years, I kind of do something different. I read somewhere that people do that, and I didn't purposely do that. That's just the way it comes out in my life. So,
and it does happen that way. It's something about the 7 year, because that happens with me. So you are absolutely right. And it's not, I don't think people plan it. Right. I think it just happens because life happens. Mm-hmm. Now, I do say that you did some type of modeling, and that you were guest on blogging. You was a guest on people that had bloggers.
Yeah, I love writing, and so I've been a guest writer on different blog sites over the past few years. But mostly now I write my own blog that's on my website, as a matter of fact, SheilaAgnew.com. But yeah, I did that. But I don't know if you know it or not, but I do act, and I'm a commercial model. So I basically have been doing that also. That's another profession that I started later in life. So I've been doing that for the past 5 or 6 years. I have a wonderful agent, and she books me on a lot of auditions, and I have several print commercials that are out.
Wow, congratulations, Miss Celebrity. See, I didn't know that you was a celebrity until now. I knew you were my own celebrity, but now you're a celebrity to the world. Sheila, as an entrepreneur.
I am blessed. I'm also and this is very important because we talk about health and fitness. I'm also a cancer survivor, a breast cancer survivor. And I believe that I like to tell that story because it's important that people know that our diagnosis does not define us. It's because we may get diagnosed with things because cancer is something that does not have a friend, and it takes it attacks whoever it wants to attack. So it's important that we get those mammograms, people. Please get those mammograms.
It is. And I don't like them, but I found, because I canceled 2 or 3 times, but I finally had mine last Wednesday, and it came back great. So we do have to get that, because it does run in my family, and they do stress the importance of early detection and getting it early. So I do know that is very important. Sheila, as an entrepreneur, as a fitness guru, it's not easy walking the journey of an entrepreneur. And so we may have some individuals listening that are on the fence of being an entrepreneur. What advice would you give to them on their journey? Because we know it's not a walk in the park. So what advice would you give to someone who is in the process of transitioning from a 9-to-5 into entrepreneurship?
I would say that research, and research. You really have to, whatever business it is that you're going into, you have to know the business in and out, and not just that, well, I like baking cookies, so I'm going to have a bakery. It takes more than that, because you have to have the proper finances, you have to have the management skills, and especially starting out early from scratch as an entrepreneur, like I did. I got an SBA loan and started my first business. But it's important that you have your marketing intact, you have your financial, not just have the money asset, but you have to have what your goals are going to be. So a lot of people just say, okay, I'm going to go into business, and they expect that people are going to knock their doors down just because they decide to go into business, and you get terribly upset when you find out that it's not just that easy. So I would say attend. They have a lot. When I was starting in business, they didn't have as much as they had now, but they have a lot of free seminars, especially online, that you can attend. You always have your SBA, you have your women's development centers, and it is just so much you need to know. And I find that people now, when they go into business, they just don't have a clue, because they go into it thinking that they're going to be successful, but they haven't put in the work for that success. So I would say research, find you a mentor, a good mentor, attend some of the free workshops and webinars that are available, and even, some of the ones that are not free are very good. So that's what I would do as an entrepreneur now. I find that people just go into it too quick, and they stay too long, and they don't really get out of it what they expect in the beginning.
Right. I agree. I don't know why this screen is showing with my eyes closed, because my technology is something else. Growing up, and now you're a fitness guru, you're an author, you're a blogger. How did 50 Plus, your group that you started, how did that come about? And how did you come up with it? What made you come up with the name 50 Plus for your group? Can you hear me? Sheila, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I can't see you, but I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the screen. What? Your 50 Plus group on Facebook. You're the inventor of 50 Plus. What made you come up with that group?
Can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Now it's a little bit, it was still buffering, but I could speak again.
What made you come up with the group 50 Plus?
Because that is the I'm 50 plus. First of all, and that's remember, that's why I really became a personal trainer now, because I wanted to speak to people that are active older adults, because I wanted to motivate and inspire them. And that's why I decided to do a group focused on 50 plus.
Out of all your accomplishments, I know everybody has a superpower.
Buffering.
What is your superpower? We all have a superpower. What's your superpower?
Buffering.
Can you hear me?
Say it one more time.
I said we all have a superpower. What's your superpower?
It's still buffering. You're still buffering. It's like static.
I have no clue. I don't even know where it would be coming from. If you had to pick one person, alive or deceased, who would that person be that you admire? And what would be a question you would ask them?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. That person that I would pick would be my mom, who is 91 years old. She doesn't like me to say that, but I'm always in awe and inspired by her. I'm inspired by her journey, her quest to pursue her dreams and goals in spite of age, and the fact that my mom actually taught school until she was 81 years old, and got her second master's degree at 76 years old. And one of the things that I asked her was what inspired her to pursue education after she retired as a postmaster from the Chicago post office, and what inspired her to pursue education. And she told me that she was inspired that she got an AA degree, and her mom, who did not finish high school, was so excited. And she said, if my mom could be that excited, then I want to do something else. I want to do better. I want to do more. And after her daughters were all grown and everything, she pursued a second career, and I've been inspired by that ever since she told me that a few years ago.
Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing, Sheila. Do you have any projects coming up for 2021? That's amazing. Your mom, that's amazing. She's an awesome woman. Do you have any projects coming up that you're working on for 2021?
Say that again.
I said that's an inspiring story about your mom. And congratulations to your mom. At 91 and getting a degree at 78, that's amazing. Do you have any upcoming projects for 2021? Can you hear me?
No.
Okay, I think we lost her. I was asking her if she had any projects coming up. I'm going to put her information on the screen. We're going to go to break, and then we're going to conclude. We're going into intellectualradio.com, which is an iHeartRadio station. I'm going to give you the phrase that pays again, and you will need to call in the next 5 minutes. So the phrase that pays, let me find it, is your life skills is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring. Again, your life skills is your message to the world. Make sure it's inspiring. The number to call is 708-223-8953. Again, that number is 708-223-8953. Before we go to break, Sheila, I want to commend your mom. She is an awesome individual. Be taking a class and graduating at 78. That is inspiring to us all. So we're going to go to a break. We're going to come back, and we're going to have Sheila share with us if she have any projects that she's working on for 2021. You're tuned in to intellectualradio.com, which is an iHeartRadio station. Back in a moment. Okay, where's my music? Whew. Please share the broadcast. And I hope you guys are wearing your mask, practicing social distancing, and washing your hands more than normal.
American Express for travel and entertainment worldwide. Just show them this, the American Express card. Someday, I may even use it on the moon. It's a marvelous thing. Oh! So you can replace plane tickets, traveler's checks, a lost card.
Really? That worked?
American Express's timeless safety and security are available on Apple Pay. The next evolution of membership is here.
These 100% beef burgers are stacked with bacon, sweet bourbon sauce, and apparently my mom's fave, spicy sriracha sauce. Eat it, don't tweet it, Mom.
Denny's Big Burger Bash, with burgers starting at $6.99. Denny's, welcome to America's Diner.
It's 2 for $5 coming at your lot.
Hey, sir, welcome to Burger King. How are you?
See with the low pressure, all of America's watching.
Original chicken sandwich.
Stick and the foul.
How are you going to lose when you mix and match? Mix and match 2 large premium sandwiches for $5 only at Burger King.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, Sheila Agnew is back with us. I was saying kudos, congratulations to your mom. That is such an inspiring story.
Thank you.
Wow. I hope I have the strength and the tenacity to do that at 78 and 91. That's awesome.
Right.
Do you have any projects or anything you're working on for 2021?
Yes, I do. I am transitioning, as I talked about a little bit earlier, to my online and group sessions in terms of training. And the group that I've started is Lifestyle Fitness for Active Adults, and that will be up and operational by the end of this year. And the people who are interested now could go on my 50 plus Connecting the Dots. I'm sorry. You can go on the 50 plus Connecting the Dots, or you could go on my Sheila's Fit 50 plus page, Sheila's Fit 50 plus on Facebook. Both of those are on Facebook. So, and then I'll keep you informed about that. But what that's about is about smart start path to fitness. So we're going to start the new year smart, and we're going to end it with A's and A pluses. We won't even have no B's. So we're going to start.
I love that. Woo!
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be about health and fitness and nutrition. It's going to be inspiration, motivation, and we're going to have some fun, okay? Because we don't stop because we age, because age does not define us.
That's right. Amen. It does not. I have had such an amazing time despite technical difficulties with technology in itself. So I just want to say thank you. I am so inspired, and I thank you so much for sharing your story as a cancer survivor, as an author, as a fitness guru. And we're going to put up on the page when I reshare the broadcast your Facebook pages and your website so people can find you and connect with you for January 2021. How are you and your family, last question, handling the pandemic and the social distancing? How is that helping you, or how is that affecting you in your business, or has it affected you?
Well, I actually have done some work in the gym, but in terms of my family, I'm the only one here in Atlanta besides my husband. So we have been handling it well, but mentally I miss my family, and I keep booking tickets to come to Chicago, and they keep saying, don't come because it's too much here and you might not get out the airport and everything. But we've done a good job. God is good in spite of, because we can't let this get to us, and we have to, like I said, we have to be doing something positive. And I think we at home, like most people, are doing stuff with the house, stuff with you know, your business and rebuilding, and, you know, keep your mind busy. So yeah, it's affected us, and I miss my mom and my daughter and my grandchildren, and my friends. You know, things my daughter, one of my granddaughters just sent me a video yesterday, because I would come there. This past weekend would be the weekend I come there, and we get on a party bus, and about 35 people, ladies on a party bus having a good time. And, you know, those kind of things you miss, and just the time with family, things are different. So we just have to be prayerful and stay up with our spirits, because it's about our physical, our mental, and our spiritual health. And we'll make it through this. We will.
We will. And I thank you for sharing that. A lot of individuals who may be alone, or, you know, our seniors, our elders, our neighbors, we want to check on family members who have, you know, underlying issues, you know, a text, a phone call, maybe they may not be so, you know, tech savvy. We want to call them, you know, share something uplifting and motivational, because these are trying times. But like you said, Sheila, we will get through it. And some people can handle it better than others. Sure. So the ones who can handle it, we want to make sure we uplift and encourage other individuals as well. I want to say a special prayer to Adele. Adele Truville and her husband is dealing with COVID-19, and my prayers are with her and her family. Charmin Edwards, my prayers are with her. Her cancer has resurfaced, and my prayers are with her and her family. It's so much going on, and I'm just extending a heartwarming hug and love out to individuals who may need it, because there's so much, you know, going on. And sometimes we don't know because we're not in that situation. But I just wanted to say that I pray that individuals, you know, get through this, you know, prayer, check on your people. And please, I got my mask here for intellectual radio. So make sure you're practicing social distancing. Make sure you're wearing your mask, people. Make sure that when you're out and about, you're wearing your mask. Nobody wants to wear the mask. It's uncomfortable, but it's protecting you and your loved ones. So please do that. Again, thank you so much, Sheila. Kudos to you. I'm so excited I got this interview. I am so excited that I got this interview. Yeah,
but you know what?
that's okay. So,
and I will share it as well. And just
send me all your information so I can post it as well.
Right. And
I love you. Take care.
Said to pray and ask God who you can help today. Who can you help today? Yeah. And just know that there are people out here who needs you more than you think that you need yourself. Okay.
That's true. That's very true. Well stated. And just be careful, people. We just have to be careful. Pray, prayer, and just be careful. You know, find things uplifting and motivational to do to inspire you. We just have to do that. I have a hula hoop challenge club that's on Facebook that I started, and I'm gonna have all the rules and regulations. You'll have to post your videos twice a day, at least for 5 minutes. And December 31st, someone will win a gift card. It's just something to do to inspire other individuals. And who knows, maybe we'll get to 30 minutes in hula hooping, but we're gonna take baby steps. We have to crawl before we can walk. Thank you again, Sheila. Send me your information. Okay. Have a great week.
Okay, you too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sheila Agnew, she's a Chicago native. I've been trying to get her and our schedules just crossed, but now we've gotten each other. And I just wanted to say, share this broadcast. Make sure you're eating right. Make sure you're taking your vitamins. Make sure you're doing some form of exercise. Make sure you're drinking water. If you have not tried, I got my water in my bag and I like pulling it out. Well, I'll pull it out right quick. And then we're going to end, but I have a promo going on right now on my website for D-Flat Tummy Water. Take $10 off. Please go and visit dflattummywater.com. If you have not tried it and you would like a sample, you can call 708-998-3799. We have samples available. We have regular and we have spicy. That's the new alert special. We have spicy. So if you like spicy, then we have D-Flat Tummy Water in a spicy flavor. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please share the broadcast. And just be safe, practice social distancing, and please, whatever you do, wear your mask and check on your loved ones. Until next time, build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs, and that could be me or you. And thanks for tuning in. Thank you, creative director Wanda B. Wanda B was with me today. Thank you, and you guys have a great day. Okay.